Here are another episode of us showing you what I cook in my way. Today we're going to make huevos rancheros con papas. Papas are going to be separate, platter, a side dish from the huevos rancheros. I got my buddy Albert here today, and this is our second episode. Number 2. So cheers to that.
Okay, we're gonna start off with a can of roast beef.
Roast beef?
Roast beef. It's a very hearty meal that has a lot of flavor. And this is actually my favorite can opener.
Can opener?
It's a Cutco can opener. I don't know if I can say Cutco, but it's Cutco can opener.
Is that right?
We went through 20 million can openers in less than a year because they don't last.
Wow.
This one we've had for over 2 years, and it's still phenomenal.
That's a lucky can opener.
Yep. Hopefully we get some sponsorships out of this.
I like it, I like it.
Okay. You get this and you dump it into the pan. You usually have a little bit excess inside, so you just clean it out with a spoon. And at this point, once you get it in the pan, you're gonna turn it on so that way the pan starts getting warm. That's my favorite part.
Now normally you have your pan on first. This is the reverse to that. What changed?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, I'm just curious.
It doesn't matter. Well, basically, because you don't want to put this in. It's not potatoes, where you have to get it hot, and then the potatoes. This is gonna get hot along with the food, because once it gets to a certain point, it's gonna simmer. So that's where you want it at.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Because I don't want to put it in and the pan's hot, and then what happens is when you put the meat in, it sears. There goes that word sear again.
How do you spell it?
Okay, then this is my secret ingredient. I pour into this about 2/3 of a can or bottle, and then this is a hot and this is a mild. So what I do is I put a hot and a mild and I mix the two, just so it's not that hot, because I like it for flavor. I'm not one that is too much of a person that's like, oh, look at how hot this is, you know what I mean?
Take the edge off.
Yeah, because that, it's just not very enjoyable. I like making my food to be enjoyable and have flavor with a little bit of tanginess of hot.
Do you make the chili yourself?
This one I made, yeah, I bottled it and everything all by myself.
Yeah, I thought you took it.
And it also requires a little bit of seasonings. Some garlic salt and onion salt is what I typically like to use. And it gives it a really kind of distinct flavor once it combines all together. It's starting to get to a boil already, and I like using this fine tool. It's usually used to make ground beef tacos. It's very good with ground beef, but this works well with this because it shreds up the meat a lot faster. Because typically when you're shredding roast beef, it comes in chunks.
So that cuts it up.
This cuts it up a lot faster, saves a lot of time.
I've never seen that tool.
Invest in one of these. This is the best thing in the
Right.
whole world. Yes. You twist at the same time, breaks it up, and you mix it as you go. Gradually keep on mixing it and chopping up the meat and adding a little bit of seasoning as I go, just a little bit at a time. The secret is to add a little bit as you go, because a lot of people put too much right at the beginning,
Right.
and that's where it doesn't combine right.
Right. And you can't take it out.
No, and as it's sitting here simmering, now is where I cut the potatoes.
So here we go.
We already discussed last time how to choose potatoes. These are the bad apples again. Now I'm cutting this potato it's a different style of cut, so it's a smaller cut. Instead of a 1/2 inch, it's more like a 1/4 of an inch. So when I cook these potatoes, they're gonna have more of a crisp fried part to it instead of more of a soft part. These potatoes are gonna be designed to be crispy.
So
That's why they're
then
small.
crooked, then, huh? Crooked won't work.
No. Crooked potatoes up. Crooked potatoes do work. It'll work. Maybe we can make it work.
Okay. Crispy.
Crispy taters. Okay, so for the most part, but I gotta check if it's done. Ooh. Once again,
Crackle. There you
Crackle,
go.
crackle. This is my favorite part.
I like it. I like some.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like in the movies, so it's all right.
Then you spread out the potatoes evenly. Typically, I like to season it with, I use the same seasonings for everything. You're gonna see that I use same seasonings for pretty much everything that I use. Last time I didn't use garlic salt and onion salt because it didn't require it for that dish, for the papas con chorizo. But this one I'm gonna use garlic salt, onion salt, and pepper. So here I go, turn the potatoes. And like I said before, I cook the potatoes on a high flame. Especially this style of potato because I want it to get crispy. It's gonna have a crisp to it. And when you eat these potatoes with this specific dish, I don't know what it is about it. It just tastes great. The potatoes smell like they're coming out really good.
It smells good. Everything smells good.
Yeah, it smells like they're coming out really good.
Oh.
And you want them to be on a high flame, and this is going to be on a low to medium flame at this point because you don't want it to dry out. If you have it on too high of a flame, it's going to dry out really fast. You just want it to simmer and cook in all the juices and all the juices from the roast beef and the gravy, and then the hot sauces that I was using for it, and then the salt, garlic salt and onion salt that I put into it. It starts blending, and it kind of ferments, to say.
Good word. Good word.
But as you can see, I'm about to turn the potatoes, and this is the kind of crisp that I want them to get. So you basically start turning them, and there it is. Boom, look at that. And you got to do it at the right time, because if you don't, they could burn. Nothing worse than a burnt potato. And then if you don't do it, if you do it too soon, you will get mushy potatoes. So cooking these kind of potatoes is kind of an art. You have to learn how to do it properly, because like I said, if you do it too late, they're burnt. If you do it too soon, they're mushy. The potatoes are done, as you can see, crisp and brown. Woo, baby, look at that gold.
Steaming,
That's
steaming.
gold. So I lower that,
Steaming.
and I'm gonna do the El Switcho. I put this pan in the back, because they're done, and I put this pan in the front, and I higher the flame,
That must be the egg pan.
and then I put this one on a low flame. This is the egg pan. This is what I'm gonna use to make the last part of the Huevo Ranchero, my style. Yay, yay.
Good.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh,
cheers.
you're empty.
Cheers.
I'm jacked up. See, I'm cooking.
I
So I have an excuse.
Water. Thank God for water.
Thank God for water. I think I need to get him another one. So you gotta garnish the plate with salt,
Oh.
because it tastes better that way. And then is what you do is you get a tortilla and you test the oil to see if it's hot enough yet for the tortilla. And it is. It's sizzling. So you put the tortilla in the oil and you have a pair of tongs ready. Tong, 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 tong.
Are those the missing tongs?
These are the missing tongs.
God bless them.
Okay, and you don't want to cook the tortilla too long. You just want it to cook kind of like if you're making enchiladas. If you're familiar with making enchiladas, you want it to be that kind of style of a tortilla. It wants to be still soft, so you could be able to cut it as you eat. And then you just let the oil drip like so, and then you put it on the pan. Okay, and you put the plate aside. Then now you're gonna get the huevo out of the box. Put the flame up, and he wants a yema egg, which is a over medium, over easy.
Over medium.
Over medium. So he wants an over medium egg. You crack the egg into the pan,
Yeah, we don't want that greasy stuff.
just like that, baby.
We want the.
That's what the trash pan is for.
We want the huevo.
Now I'm gonna get my favorite spatula. This is my favorite spatula. Now there's a real quick secret that a lot of people don't know about making yema eggs. The membrane part in the middle right there is a lot of times that doesn't cook right. So the secret to that is you just pop it and you separate it. Pop it and separate it, just like that. Boom.
So
Boom.
the yolk's on you.
Hopefully it's not on me, hopefully it's on you.
Okay, that's all. That's all.
So you let that part cook for about 20 seconds or so, and you have your plate ready right here. And then the sauce is already warm, nice and warm. Now, are you gonna want sandwich cheese or are you gonna want shredded cheese?
I'll leave that up to you. I don't have too much information.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'll just say put some cheese on it.
Then you flip it over, nice, nice. Like Mike Tyson says it in Hangover, nice, nice. At this point, you can lower the flame because the oil is already hot, and get the plate ready for the serving. Since you're using a yema egg, I'm gonna put shredded cheese. For some reason or other, the shredded cheese goes better with the yema egg than the sandwich cheese.
Works for me.
And the potatoes are nice, nice.
Fermented.
This has been fermenting now for approximately 20 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna get the egg out of the pan. Let the grease drip a little bit like this. And then, this is the favorite part.
Gotcha.
You flip it over. Oh yeah!
Splash, splash.
See that? See that? All right. Now, is what I do is I get the sauce. I get a spoonful of sauce, like so. and I just put it over the egg. Look at that.
Gotta take a picture of that one.
Look at that. Does that not look good, America? Does that not look good, America?
Boom, boom.
Now I get the shredded cheese. Pretty nice helping of it.
Oh,
So we got the
that's
cheese going on the plate now. I mean, as far as it's going, this is what it's gonna melt down really well.
Alright.
Now we get the serving of potatoes, the papas, going aside as a side dish right here. Look at that. Oh my God.
Just like the movies.
Dang. Look at that. Huevos Rancheros
There you go.
plate con papas. And I know it's a styrofoam plate, but it's got to be a metal fork.
There you go.
You gotta be able to cut
There
it.
you go. I feel better already. There you go. Okay. All right.
And here you go, my man.
My Lord.
I don't know if you want to pop the egg, if you want any
I'm a
salt,
little scared.
put
Looks
on
like-
it or whatever, and you do whatever you want.
Okay. Looks like those little things in the restaurants where you're going to get furniture and they have that stuff on the table, the fake fruit and everything. You know, it looks fake. Looks like one of those. You crack that tooth and stuff. There you go. Good job, Coach.
Cheers, brother.
There you
Cheers.
go. Cheers. Here's to you, America. You watching me? Watching me?
Watching.
You know, then Papa, let's go, Papa. Let's go, Papa. Oh, watch out.
Be careful, they're hot.
Yeah, they won't stick to the goddamn fork.
Got to stab them.
Yeah. Mmm. Manna from heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be taste testing them, too.
All right. This is for you, America. Down the hash. That's good.
Isn't that good? And you dropped half the sauce, too. You dropped half the sauce off your
Sure
fork.
did. I sure did. I'm not watching. I'm eating. You know. Here's to you, America.
Oh, yeah.